What's going on, you guys? Litmantuck coming back at you with another book review, and this one is book 2 of the Gideon series, Walking with Enemies. Eric Jerome Dickey sizzles in his rapid-fire sequel to Sleeping with Strangers, which finds international hitman Gideon waking up with his past haunting him and danger knocking at his door. After a heated encounter inside a London hotel room where he was pursued by 3 very different women, Gideon finds himself living in a world where there's no one to trust. Someone has taken out a hit on a hitman, but who? Could it be the man he left alive in Tampa, the woman who taught him to kill, the scorned woman he still desires, and some other unseen enemy? The clock is ticking as Gideon struggles to find out who from his past may have ordered a hit while attempting to outsmart the assassin who was sent to kill him. A cold-blooded killer who isn't afraid to harm any women involved with Gideon and is determined to make his reputation off Gideon's death. As the hunter becomes the hunted, Gideon's hedonistic lifestyle turns into a deadly game of cat and mouse. He will need to find his friends and also depend on his enemies to get out of the game alive. Now, this one, the series really kicked off on this one, man, where the hitman, and I'll do a little bit of spoiler, the hitman was actually on the same plane as him. And the women that Gideon was sitting in between, he was actually jealous of Gideon already. And so he really wanted to kill him. And so the other hitman is kind of like a country dude. I'm not going to spoil it too much, man, but it's a real fun book, man, as they play this game of cat and mouse. And Gideon is trying to figure out who's putting a hit on him. And it will be a surprise. It'll be a shocker to you, man. So this is another urban fiction. If you like the African-American urban fiction and all that stuff, and you have not read Eric Jerome Dickey, you need to wind back the hands of time, go back in the day. Man, this book is probably from like 15, almost 20, probably about 15 years ago. But yeah, he was one of the people who started me into, reading the urban fiction or the African-American, fiction. It pulled me away from fantasy for the regular fantasy for a little bit. And I really love that urban setting. But anyway, man, check this one out. And if you have any recommendations for me, let me know.